Walking in the room, it's giving me goosebumps.
It's actually quite eerie, to be honest with you. There's so much history in State of Origin.
Now there's a sight to see. Big Army in the Maroon of Queensland.
Pinching yourself at the moment, like if you just sort of asked yourself as a kid you'd be in this position, you would have said you're mad.
I've got goosebumps just standing here. It's like we're sitting in a room full of spirits.
Just Turbies. I didn't know to the extent, the impact that he has had on the Origin arena.
Brings back wonderful memories, you know, to see Junior's jersey, like staring in front of Joey's, one of our greats.
Ladeiras goes to John, off his way for try.
I remember when GI rolled out of the G and he was captain and he just had that look in his eye, and to think he actually wore this jersey that day is pretty special.
Look at the names that are on the back of these jerseys, like legends of people that I grew up pretending to be in the backyard.
2014 when they won that.
The 8-year dynasty has ended.
It was 4 years later when I was pulling on this exact same one. It's something I've dreamt of since I was a little kid.
You look at Lewis, Thurston, the jersey's never really yours. I think you just want to leave it in a great spot.
They too were kids idolising these jerseys. Now our kids will be idolising their jerseys.
How special it is to have my family name on the back of the jersey.
And he's put his state ahead.
All I wanted, legit, was to have my last name on the back of my jersey.
No, that's a score for New South Wales.
How it makes me feel is just, I wish I could give that to someone.
Remarkable.
You're representing the state of Queensland and it's more than you.
They won the decider here last year. How do they go 2 in a row tonight?
Well, they've got to forget the game from last year. They're playing against a different team. They're playing against a better team. One thing Laurie Daly spoke about at the start of the week was their attention to detail, and that would be around all the effort areas, the kick chase, the supports, getting back on side and helping your mate out. I feel like if we can do that and win that part of the game, we have enough stars in this team and enough leadership to get the result tonight.
Cameron, Brad said there that this is a better Queensland team, and the return of Cameron Munster, who missed all of last year's series, no doubt has an impact on that.
Oh, absolutely, there's no doubt about that. Look, I'm not too sure whether Cameron Munster's the key to this victory, but he can certainly make or be the difference for this Queensland side. As you mentioned, he missed the entire series last year. But I look at this forward pack, they've got a bit of mobility, and if we can do a good job on their back five, if we do a good job on New South Wales back fives, and really stop their meters out of their own end, I think we're in for a good shot. It gives Cam Munster a good opportunity to play like he did in his very first game, Brace.
Origin 2025 is underway. Queensland tentatively chose to kick off, and Mitch Barnett will trigger the first collision of the series. In his second Origin game, he debuted in the victorious decider for New South Wales last year. Now Lomax. An unrelenting run in the Parramatta outside back. Now to Payne Haas. In his 15th Origin. 25 years of age. The Blues pack into battle once again. Now Angus Crichton. Half a gap there in Queensland's defence. He plays about 11 metres away. He goes to Nathan Cleary. A kick for Lomax to contest. He's up in the air. He's passing over the top, but it's been blown across by Callum Pocket.
We can see the blueprint of the New South Wales attack.
Five Panthers out there tonight, notwithstanding their position in last place on the competition ladder. Barnett. Wrapped into a wall of Maroon. And two Titans in amongst him as well. And 10 on a photo over. He's got the ball, Mitch Barnett.
Well, I was going to say, it looked like he just let the ball go.
He just let go.
There was a Queensland player. The opening 9.5 minutes, far superior.
New South Wales 2-0.
Good offload.
Edwards. Neither state is reluctant to let the ball sing, are they?
Yeah, a lot more. See more of that from New South Wales, the late offload.
Here's King. Evades Tino, who came shooting out of the defensive line. Here's a short side attack. Angus Crichton, he's broken free of Nana. He gets it back to Moses. Desperation from Fodawaker. He's been enormous defensively. Cleary, off to Payne Haas. Back to Cleary, looking for an opening. He goes to Edwards. He fires it to Crichton. Crichton for the corner. Across to Zach Lomax. It's a spectacular way to open the try scoring for the Blues. Lomax with his fourth Origin try in his fourth game.
Puts the pedal down and then finds a beautiful pass on the outside to Lomax. Great try, New South Wales.
Nathan Cleary went to outright second on the list of New South Wales greatest point scorers. And tonight has the chance to become just the second man to score 100 Origin points for the Blues. It's hit the post and bounced back.
They played the majority of this first half, Joey, in their own end.
6-0 doesn't reflect the dominance New South Wales have got in this game. This is a danger period here for Queensland.
Top horsepower running at its absolute best tonight, and Payne Haas has just dominated the middle of the ground. Play to Robson. Edwards to his former Panthers teammate, now Canterbury captain Stephen Crichton. Slips out of the tackle, plays it on the 30. Cleary, left foot straight, beat one. Offloaded back to Crichton, there's a 6 again call. And again, an unyielding run by Payne Haas. The Blues in prime territory once again. On the 20-metre line. This is the skipper Isaiah Yeo working towards the posts. Tackled by Liero. Cleary, Moses, brilliant hands! That is glorious football by New South Wales in the acrobatic put down by Brian Topper.
Cleary, Moses, Latrell Mitchell, look at that. That is just as good as it gets. And Brian
he might carry the kickoff back from the resumption shortly. Cleary from the opposite sideline to make it 12-0. It's swinging out to the left. Might be asked to go for an HIA here.
Well, at least they get a breather here. Here we go, they're on the attack.
King. We know that they fight for everything, this Queensland team, and they need to find it here. That's a good tackle.
Oh, Harry Grant, he comes out of that tackle, ginger.
Cleary, away to Edwards. They've stripped them for numbers, and it's a second for Zach Lomax.
Well, it's the Nathan Cleary masterclass, and it's the double pump. Watch the double pump, and what a
spot where Zach Lomax kicked that famous penalty goal after half-time in the decider of last year to make it 2 points all. But the scoreboard is a very different representation tonight. It's another ordinary kick by Nathan Cleary. Cleary holding him down for as long as he possibly could without giving away a professional foul. Cherry Evans! Oh, flew above them but couldn't hold on to it.
He's appealing. Story.
The Blues will start the second half with 12 men.
Here we go. In the right. And Latrell.
Oh, that's a confident strike by Valentine Holmes. A momentum shift literally on the halftime siren. The Blues with a handy lead, but it's 14-2 now. Thank you, James. If you need to know one thing about Origin football, it's Queensland is never beaten. 17 times they have come from behind to win after trailing at half-time. And their 2 converted tries in arrears as Collins comes running back and gets whacked with the first tackle of this second half. A momentum shifter right on half-time with Brian Simbin. Oh, he's forced an error. Nane, Toya, backhander, Xavier!
response, Tomo. Harvey Norman replay, just watching the line speed. He picks out Latrell Mitchell.
Wow.
He's one out. Best opportunity to go out and really put someone under pressure. What about the flick pass there from Robert Toya?
He might come to a halt. He's executed a tackle that potentially flips the series on its head. What a change in this game, and Holmes from touch. It's across the face. Cleary's been keen to run, hasn't he? He evaded 2 tackles and he bumped off Munster. Tries to, oh, what a pass. Hudson Young now from close range. Another try saver from Dearden. Queensland nearly running on empty here. Barnett across to Cleary. Now to Stephen Crichton. Tries to stand them up. Can't surge through some space. Tino there to make the tackle. The Blues on the doorstep. Cleary, he's handled the ball on 4 plays in this set. He kicks back towards Lomax. He takes it in one hand. He's got 2 tries tonight. The ball spews out the back. It's still the last according to the referee. Watson manufactures one of the great passes for a Dylan Edwards try. Towell has his summons that.
Watch this. He goes up, gets it one hand, somehow gets an offload. Connor Watson shows his strength out the back. Dylan Edwards, he's over.
This man's kicking well at club level, so you may as well give him a strike.
No one could kick a goal. Full time, New South Wales 1-0 over Queensland. They've won back-to-back games at Suncorp for the first time since 97-98. Blatchy's Blues are thrilled, and the score is 18-6. It's Perth's turn to bask in the magic of Origin. Queensland kick off. And here's Haas barrelling back for the first run of this second Origin encounter.
Queensland a little bit wobbly.
They're going to have to hold up their defence again. Another test for the Maroons.
Who looks at home in the Origin arena does Max King. He's 17 metres away when he played that. Cleary prominent. Edwards shorting in. Short again to Liam Martin. Charging towards Munster. He dumps him into the turf along with his Melbourne teammate Harry Grant. The Blues smashing at Queensland's front door here. The 2 halves leaking in. Luai with a depth kick. It's all off legs. It's another one to Toto in the Origin arena. He's got 8 Origin tries now.
Yeah, once again, that's the mentality of Jerome Luai. He just goes for it. Is that play 3 or play 4? Early kick in the set. Ball goes wide. Harvey Norman replay. Nathan Cleary gets across.
Plays with absolute confidence, and Lomax doing the kicking from out wide. It's a great start. 6-0.
Inside Westpac red zone. Here we go.
Trent Loiero. With 30 tackles in 36 minutes on debut. 5 metres away. Fodawaker winds up, but is tackled effectively by Payne Haas. Harry Grant scheming. Munster with a dummy and then a step and tries to hold the defence off. A 3-man tackle for New South Wales led by Haas and Max King. Set restart. Spiral pass to Munster. Now Ponga. Ponga's short to Holmes. Great defence. He got jammed hard there. Lomax at his physical best. Harry Grant, second receiver. Brings Dearden into the game. He plays behind now. Toya. And tackled by Mitchell. They've lost a little bit of ground. Oh, another set restart. Now Fodawaker, there must be some lungs burning for the Blues defenders here. Loiero for Munster, now capable. The 32-year-old from Charleville recalled to the Queensland team for the must-win game. Munster first receiver, over to Tino. Tackled well by Yeo. They've looked really unruffled defending their line so far, New South Wales. What have Queensland got? Toya, there's the try. It's the hammer. Origin try scorers with that.
Well, that move, it was questioned, wasn't it? Young man, well done. He's on the wing tonight, the hammer. Very different position.
And a chance to level the Origin here. It's a delightful kick. It's 6 points all in Perth. Here's Robert Toya. Handled his debut with aplomb after becoming the third least experienced player to wear the Queensland jersey. Liero now. Back towards the middle. They can't put Trent Liero on the turf, so he plays it quickly to his Melbourne Storm captain. Grant Munster Ponga, now Capewell almost through a hole here. This is much better by Queensland. They look fluid. They look confident. Munster off the left boot. They get to tackle 5. Dearden's waiting at first receiver. Up and across. The Hammer's out there. The Hammer with the catch. Oh, did the Hammer get it down? The Hammer's got 2. Queensland lead in Perth. A spectacular aerial catch.
Tommy Dearden, outstanding. A great kick. The Hammer's got 2.
Maybe they should swap Latrell and Brian Tutto on the last play.
Same kick as the previous attempt, and it's just as good. Queensland out by a converted try.
They found their rhythm, that early kick.
You surrender, go step up for mark. Time off. Cut it out. Time off.
Well, that's Trent Liero down. He's holding the right side of his face.
Well, Lomas, he gets...
Whoa.
Oh.
All right.
Oops. He's calling play on. No.
On report.
From right in front. And here goes Collins, and more good possession for Queensland. The Blues most ill-disciplined, both with respect to that penalty count, but also with their ball handling. Munster taking on the defence once more. One of the game's modern champions. He's played in 5 grand finals. He's played 12 test matches for his country. Here's Kurt Mann. Well, what a great story. A mature age debutant. Thrown in at the deep end, if you will, by Billy Slater tonight. Carrigan. Now Harry Grant sprinting. He gives it to Munster. Munster's gone over. Queensland are dominating.
Great play, Harry Grant. Recognised the opportunity to get out from dummy half. He scampers out to his right. And his Melbourne Storm teammate, the Maroon skipper, he just pushes into space. Gets himself between players. Harvey Norman replay. Look at that. Players late back from the play of the ball. Harry Grant takes off, beats the markers.
What a breathtaking effort this is by Queensland, fighting to keep the series alive, and they are well on top. Tackled by Kurt Mann and Pat Carrigan. There's a New South Wales chant. Here's Cleary with a run. He bumped them off. He goes through himself, Nathan. With a crook leg and all.
He now steps back into the path of Pat Carrigan, who's denied a chance to defend Nathan Cleary. This is an obstruction. We have a decision.
Well, this will be Queensland penalty, but that's a warning shot from Cleary.
Yeah, tickets are on sale now through Ticket Tech. Scan the QR code on your screen for full event details, including how to order the pay-per-view on Stan. Quick tap and a takeoff by Munster. The penalty counts 7-0 in favour of Queensland. Collins, strong from the bench tonight. Now Capewell, the 32-year-old New Zealand warrior, featuring in his 5th Origin series. Munster tried to spin away from Spencer Leniu. Great offload. Back to Harry Grant. Now to Kalen Ponga, who goes for the pace, but he gets cut down by Liam Martin. 13 metres away. Short side. Then a chance for Queensland. Here out the back it comes. They've got over again. They're carving them up. Absolutely carving them up. Kate for the latest.
Harvey Norman replay, late offload. Here's Ponga. Speed, agility, gets between defenders. It's a quick play. The ball. Harry Grant gets out. Look at Tommy Dearden wrap around. It's a short ball. The Kerman, well, the ball was like,
I think it was knocked out by New South Wales, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was lost. You just see here. Oh no, did he pass it with the right hand?
Very similar to Game 2 last year in Melbourne, where New South Wales got all the penalties. It was a 32-0 at half-time. New South Wales should have let them keep passing. They would have been in their own goal.
It would have been in the Swan River.
Field goal.
Lomax for a two-pointer. What a breathtaking half of football for Queensland.
Big opportunity here for New South Wales.
Hudson Young sprinting towards the middle defence of Queensland. He's halted about 1.5 metres away from their line. Reece Robson, Cleary, then Luai, then Latrell, then over for his second of the night, Brian To'o. Well, maybe there's life in the Blues yet.
Yeah, that's where there's points for New South Wales down that left side. Harvey Norman replays will show it. Look, at times Spencer Leniu, he runs the decoy, which holds up Tommy Dearden, which then puts the pressure on the outside defenders. This was the play that holds Tommy Dearden. Watch the 7, just gets held up and then catch and pass. That left side.
It's drawing back, not enough. Stop 4 metres short. Grant to Dearden, Dearden to Tino, who's back on the ground. Ball's been forced out. Queensland allowed to continue on.
6 more.
It's Ruben Cotter, there's 6 more tackles. Everyone thought it was a Queensland knock-on.
Well, that was a mess.
That's a bad. Reece is in the ruck and in the field.
That was a mess. There was someone laying in the ruck.
Played by Brian To'o. Another forced ball run by Hudson Young. He's been at his tackle busting best tonight. May have had a case for a 6 again there, but Ashley Klein not forthcoming with the call. It goes through Cleary and Luai. Now Dylan Edwards. Now Stephen Crichton. Crichton powers over. The game is back to 12.
Powerful play. He hasn't had a huge involvement tonight, Stephen Crichton. But hasn't he made an impact there? He loves the ball close to the line. Harvey Norman replay. Just have a look at the combination. All Penrith players or ex-Penrith players combining to score that try. I tell you what, he had a mountain of work to do.
He kicked one for me in Game 3 last year, right on half-time.
Penalty go. Off the post and back it bounces. 26-14. There is plenty of time left.
In history, but it's usually the team in the room. Paul Zasman's off.
When you think you've seen everything in this arena, it steps up and continues to amaze. Still a comfortable enough margin for Queensland, but one more try to New South Wales and they are jumping big time. Connor Watson tackle. Hudson Young, he's had a long stint playing in the middle.
He's been excellent.
Cleary. Stepping off the left. Tackle 10 away. Watson for Payne Haas. I think he wanted to back out there with the thought of an offload, but he wasn't able to do so. 4 tackles used for the Blues. They're right down on Queensland's line. It goes to Nathan Cleary, then to Luai, then to Mitchell. Here's To'o again! He's got 3! The Blues are back in it!
And once again, the left side, Latrell Mitchell to Brian To'o. Off the back of that error by Hemiso. What a game. What a finish.
To get us back to a converted try. He's pushed it, Zach Lomax.
No good. Come on.
26-18. Goal kicking is proving very costly.
On the left-hand side, at the end of the day, it's a hooker's decision which way he goes. Latrell Mitchell
it's another
still.
turnover, Brad. More drama. Tuttle. 6 metres away.
6 more.
Hudson Young, head down, charging, straining, ripping free of defenders. He's dragged down by Tom Dearden. Mitchell, Luai at the back to Cleary. Cleary short to Haas. He backs into the Queensland defence. Right in front of the sticks. Watson waiting. A looping ball to Cleary. Back to Yo. He keeps it alive. Haas, now Edwards. He got cut off. He was thinking about firing it out wide, but Holmes got in the passing line. That's 3 plays down. Cleary for Luai. He goes to the bird. It's It's a try to Regis Crichton. It's their 5th try of the game.
Oh, incredible. Sustained pressure by the Blues. And Luai, he tried this one in the first half. It's come off for him again. Lovely little kick, left foot.
Here comes back in Origin history. It's 2 points the difference. A great kick. 2 points there for Lomax. Seconds to play.
Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it.
Queensland dive on the footy. This has been a spectacle to behold in Perth. And it is appropriate that the new Queensland captain will be the last man to touch the ball. Written off, dismissed and disrespected. Queensland have risen from the dead again. 3 minutes to play. Edwards now. Across the top. Oh, he gets so close from the scrum. The Blues need one more score to complete the greatest comeback Origin football has ever seen. They're 10 away. The skipper played it. Cleary now. He goes to Luai. He gets rushed on the outside, so he comes back infield. Cleary trying to duck and weave. Held by Collins. 3rd tackle. Yo with some footwork. Breaks down inside the 10. That's 4 tackles used. They've got options both sides. Watson's going to play to the left. Cleary inside Leniu. Queensland rushing off the line here. They're defending stoically once more. They get to tackle 5. What does Nathan do? He goes to Luai. Luai to where it's touched by Queensland. There was a Queensland hand. There's 6 more tackles. Oh.
I can't talk.
Watson. Leniu. Queensland need to find every single bit of that remarkable Origin spirit. An entire state willing them on. Haas has dropped the ball. That might be enough to get them home. It's Clark Capel.
Back away.
The recalled warrior with a tackle that might have saved the series. Fourth tackle.
He's been enormous, Munson.
New South Wales might get one last throw at the stumps here. They've used 4 tackles. There's 40 seconds left. Capel again. I think they're going to get the ball back, but it might be a long-range effort off the back of a kick. Straight to Dylan Edwards. 25 seconds to play.
Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it.
Queensland dive on the footy. This has been a spectacle to behold in Perth. argument that the new Queensland captain will be the last man to touch the ball. Written off, dismissed and disrespected. Queensland have risen from the dead again. We should have known. The series is going to be decided in Sydney. A core erupts. Game 3 is underway before a sea of blue in Sydney, and the returning Warriors straight into the action. Josh Papali'i. Through the hands here. Munster to Cape Ball. They made some ground down that right-hand side, and they swing the ball left, and there's a penalty to Queensland for a high shot.
Yeah, a lazy shot by Stephen Crichton over the top.
Almost on the scrum line. He's kicked a bullet in Queensland lead.
Moments as we see a huge hit there from Val Holmes.
Spiral pass. Grant to Dearden. Now Munster. Out in front. Shibasaki gives it to Coates. Queensland are going to open the try scoring. He's run hard, Shibasaki. I'm sure, Cam, the inclination is just to try and ease your way into a game of this magnitude, but it mightn't be that easy. Oh, it's play on. Hammer. Back to Dearden. Dearden sprints away to score. The New South Wales players stopped. They thought it was a lost ball. Bounced a couple of times, but no knock on. Oh, Shibasaki gets absolutely crunched by Reece Robson. Harry Grant. Dearden with a dummy and run. A try saver by Robson. Harry tries to burrow. 6 more tackles. Surely New South Wales can't hold him out. He's over for a try.
Smart play. You've seen Reece Robson. You just see there Reece Robson. He come out of the tackle late. And he's back half turned to the play of the ball. Away goes Harry. He beats 3. Really shouldn't be able to score from there, but it's an amazing effort.
Shibasaki may have taken Lomax out of the game here. No, ball bounces back. Watson's got it. Watson from one side to the other. Away to Jerome Luai. Luai sends it to Latrell. Latrell down the wing. Backhanded past To'o. To'o keeps it alive. Back in field. Queensland have come over to get it. Connor is tackled in touching goal.
Tom Dearden. Who else? Tommy Dearden. Look at this from Tom Dearden on Brian To'o. He is so hard to stop. How many times have you seen him in that position?
Lindsay Collins. Played to Watson. Now Hudson Young leaking. Through the hands, Luai, Latrell, that was slick. But look at the Queensland jumpers. There's 6 of them there. To'o's put down a metre out.
Tom Dearden again.
Oh, Luai was a sitting duck. Cleary got it. They go wide. The passes stick. Stephen Crichton sprints for the corner. Crichton's going to get it. And maybe this is the start the fans were waiting for. Good hands. They find To'o on the left edge, and he's got plenty of space in front of him. Tom Dearden's over there again.
Tommy Dearden.
Mr. Everywhere. New South Wales are hardly hanging on here. Dearden dummies runs, and Tom Dearden goes in for Queensland. They're closing in on a win for the true believers. 30 seconds left. Connor Watson looks right, plays left, Luai goes to the boot, Mitchell chasing through, ball bounces up for Brian To'o, who puts it down. It is full time, and 30 years after Fatty's Neville's triumph, the Queensland team of 2025 have captured a victory to stand alongside Eddie in Origin's 45-year history.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official post-match presentation here at Accor Stadium for the Ampol State of Origin Series for 2025. It never fails to disappoint, does it? State of Origin Rugby League, 45 years strong. And this year, the Blues in Brisbane, a game of 2 very different halves in Perth, and then Maroon dominance here tonight, and it's Queensland that come away with the series win. Can we please put our hands together for both Queensland and New South Wales and all those players and officials who did their bit right throughout the series. Joining me on stage here tonight in Sydney for the official presentation, the Chairman of the Australian Rugby League Commission, Mr Peter V'landys, the National Rugby League CEO, Mr Andrew Abdo, Queensland legend, Mr Wally Lewis. Good to see you all. Chair of the New South Wales Rugby League, Carolyn Campbell, and Chair of Queensland Rugby League, Brian Canavan. First announcement to make tonight is for our player of the series, who will receive the Wally Lewis medal from the man himself up here on stage. And this player, well, he's channeled a bit of his coach in this one, clinching it with just 2 of the 3 games under his belt for the series. Already player of the match tonight, now player of the series, your Wally Lewis medalist from the Queensland Maroons, Tom Dearden.
First of all, I'd just like to thank the Blues for a hard-fought series. And I'll start by thanking our boys. We had our backs against the wall the whole series, and we really tapped into that Queensland spirit. And so I'm just so proud to be a Queensland tonight. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Tom. A brilliant performance out there tonight. Could you please now join me in welcoming to the stage the captain of the New South Wales Blues, Isaiah Yeo.
First of all, I just want to congratulate Billy, Cameron, the Queensland team. You're outstanding, obviously dropping the first game, then being able to sort of come back and win that, and then sort of just touching on Cameron, the week you've just had, mate, it's an incredibly brave effort, and you can tell the boys rallied behind you. You did a phenomenal job. Just to the Blues support, I just want to thank you so much for your unwavering support throughout the series. I know tonight wasn't our night, but we want to thank you a lot for that. And then not just our players, but the Blues staff, who's done a wonderful job. He's a tremendous bunch of people, and love coming to these camps. Obviously tonight wasn't our night, but I've loved every moment of it. And I guess sometimes this is what can happen. You ride the highs, but that's why the highs are so good and the lows are so bad, because it's so much pressure in that. But I just want to thank everyone for all your support. He's done a wonderful job.
Thank you, Isaiah, and well done to the Blues throughout the series for 2025. Well, on the back of Queensland's victory tonight, before that shield gets held aloft, can we please welcome to the microphone the man of the moment, Mr Cameron Munster.
I'd just like to thank the New South Wales Blues, Isaiah, Nathan, Laurie Daly, and all the coaching staff and all the players. I just want to say I really appreciate somebody who's reaching out to me during the week. This shows how good rugby league is. Family's bigger than the sport, and I just want to say thank you for rallying behind me. It doesn't go unnoticed, and testament to all you guys as characters. I'm in awe of some of you. I'm in awe of all you guys, and you'll be back bigger, better than next year. So. Obviously the Ampol, Peter V'landys, Andrew Abdo, just thanks for this spectacle. It's been a great series. To obviously the Queensland boys and the coaching staff, I love yous. I just want to say thanks for making it a great week. To the New South Wales fans, also especially our Queensland fans back home, and tonight, thanks for coming tonight. It's always a great series, forever grateful, so thank you. To my mum, my sister, my partner Bianca and the kids, I just want to say thank you for getting behind me this week. And I know it's been a tough time, but I guess at the end of the day, that's life, and I just want to appreciate everyone that's been around me and make this week so special. And we'll enjoy it tonight, and can't wait to obviously go next year and hopefully see what we can do. But thank you guys. Have a good night, and sweet.
Congratulations, Cameron. Unbelievable courage to be out here tonight and lead Queensland to victory. Peter, if you'd now like the honour of handing over that State of Origin shield to the skipper and his teammates. Queensland players, come on in and enjoy this moment. The shield is yours.